matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Gone! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't get...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And
trying to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out now come the Jets. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Greer. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Gone!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up in air, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here.
Detroit.
2nd down and long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
He'll look to throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Blue landed. Blue landed.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gone! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Keith Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And an alley to run. And here a juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Greer. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. Blue Landy. Blue Landy. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
All right, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Leggett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to 24. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Set! Blue landed! Blue landed!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go. Green.
They're going to look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. It's a foot race. 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gone, gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll run it here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 30, the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now he steps away. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now let's go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit!
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.